Good evening, our Beyond the Call of Duty family. Today we will be starting our live. I am Jesse,
I'm Nani.
and as we're beginning this, we're going to introduce ourselves a bit and share our experience throughout this ride. So my name is Augustine, but my middle name is Jesse. I am the photographer in this ride, and I take pictures of different departments and usually upload them about after the department. I am from Yakima, Washington, and I'm right now going to college and studying forensic psychology, and hopefully getting a degree in that. I'm sure.
I'm Nani. I am JC's daughter. This is my second year on the trip. I'm kind of just the ground support along with Covey and the other kids who unfortunately don't want to ever do the lives. And I think JC will be in just a couple minutes. But for now, you're stuck with the two of us.
Yeah.
I am also from Yakima, Washington, and also going to college. And that's about that. We can kind of just start going over our stops for the day. So this morning we started off in Jefferson Hills Bureau PD. We were honoring Officer Dale Province. And I think his picture. Yep, there's Dale Province. It was a beautiful department. With so nice people.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was very emotional the way the daughter came in and just talked about him. I think she shared a few stories with JC that I didn't really get to get into because I was around taking.
He's taking the photos. See, neither of us really get into it. I'm kind of stuck in my corner, and he's all moving around. But he had his mother come by, and she was super nice and so sweet. She visited our table and had just really nice messages to give everyone, as well as his daughter, who's next to her.
It seemed like the way they talked about him, from what I've heard, it seemed like he was a really caring guy, a family man, someone who didn't brag about his accomplishments. And
in his bio, it said that he had served with the Marine Corps. Served with the Marine Corps and was just an active member in his community. So from there, we went to Ambridge Bureau PD, and we honored Chief Mark Bermudez, whose end of watch was 4/12, and he passed of COVID. Again, it was a really great department.
Well, kids, how has COVID affected you?
Has COVID affected me? Given me a new perspective on life, I think.
And how has...
Dad, you're not even in the frame.
No, I know. It's okay. I'll be in there. And how has meeting all these wonderful families been?
Jesse?
Actually, yesterday I met the son of our first stop. I forgot. His name is Zach. And we were talking about cars.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really cool how we just talked about cars, and we instantly realized that we wanted to talk more about it. And so we got each other's social media, and we are planning on playing video games when I get back home.
Did you call him?
I have not called him yet.
Okay, I want you to call him tonight.
I will call him.
Okay.
I as well have made a little bit of a friend on the trip. Her name is Rose, and she lost her father at the Hall County Sheriff's Office in Georgia. So I know she's probably not watching it, but hi, Rose, if you are. Her and I kind of hit it off, too, as well. Both kind of traveling around and just vibing. She's got the same kind of outlooks as I do.
How's your summer?
It's really fun, but really impactful. Realizing a lot of these stories that these officers have and the impact that they had on their community, and just how much the community comes together to support the family of that officer is just amazing.
How's your summer?
My summer? Oh, my summer's amazing. I've had a lot of firsts. It was my first time traveling south first time on a plane going to
Mhm.
Baton Rouge, and that was a really scary first because there was a lot of turbulence, and was it going through
We got caught in a little bit
Yeah.
of a thunderstorm.
and we stayed above for like 10 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
In there. And then what else?
Jesse, how's this affecting your heart?
My heart.
Tell me from your heart. Just do it.
Mm,
Just do it. Just do it, Jesse. Do it. It's okay. It truly is okay. Do it.
So this is the first time I ever get to be integrated into like a family. This is the first time I don't know, it's just
Your
I'm
family.
very grateful for you guys.
I want you to talk.
I'm really appreciative of this because I want to join law enforcement, and seeing how you guys come together and just help people is really awesome for me. I think it's just humbling.
We tend to bleed the same chain. The chain is never changed. Our color of blood is always red, but our chain that bounds us is always true. And being a peacemaker is a noble, noble profession, as long as your heart is pure. And you and I have talked about that. When you learned about us through Kaylani, what was your first impression?
I learned about it. I instantly wanted to join.
Yeah.
Because I just like the first time I rode with you guys, it was just awesome. Like the way.
But did you expect it to be the way you felt it? Or was it after you saw us?
It was after. I thought it was going to be just stopping at a department and just talking to them about the officer.
Look over there and tell them. Tell the survivors what you felt.
I felt like I was going to be just talking to the department about officers and getting the information. And don't get me wrong, it is about that. But what I've come to experience is that it's much more. It's about remembering these fallen officers and realizing that they're heroes for all that they've done, even before they have fallen. It's just great. I can't express. I can't.
You can. You're young. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We love you. And we love you too. All right. Out. Kids.
All right. Goodness, guys.
Bye.
Good job.
They're not going out. They're going to hang out there and check us out for a second. Hey, get over here.
I'm coming.
I don't know if Jesse and Kaylani did, but I'm going to start it off with good evening, my beloved. Holy shit, you are taller.
I told you.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna.
Can you like?
I'm
move?
trying to.
Yeah, no, the other way. There you go. The our ego has to be there.
Right.
Okay. But good evening to all of our beloved Beyond the Call of Duty members and family, and good evening to our End of Watch family.
Yeah. Good evening. What?
That's all you're gonna say?
Yeah.
Is like good evening.
Good evening.
All right. This has to be this way for a reason.
All right. Would you quit messing?
And this has to be there.
Okay, right here.
We're not scripted.
No.
If we were scripted, we would.
This would go a lot smoother. I promise you.
Today, I had the pleasure of meeting someone, and they asked about our logo. That's good to go. Don't do that when you're
All right, all right, all right, all
do
right.
it when you're not live.
Okay, okay, you go.
Our logo is very specific. It represents our beautiful nation, United States of America. It also represents our beautiful bald eagle that is our nation's bird. Most everyone says it's just an eagle. Most everyone says it's just a flag. Well, for an immigrant that didn't have much growing up, for an immigrant that fought with his brother to make sure that we had something, for an immigrant that made sure that we got the education. This is an amazing country. You could be on a Jeff. What's his name? Jeff Bezos?
Bezos. Jeff Bezos. Bezos.
Bezos. You could be on the Jeff Bezos bandwagon where you get $100 million just for showing up. Or you could be on the Beyond the Call of Duty where it ain't 100,000. It's not 100 million. It's peanuts. It's less than 100,000. But we tend to make sure our loved ones are not forgotten. This is Josh Merrill. He's dear and close to our family. Josh and I worked on the road together for a few years until he got a corporate job. And tonight's dinner was presented by him. But Josh, I brought you on reluctantly.
Oh, yeah.
For a reason.
All right.
Last year, you were with us.
Yeah.
This year, you surprised us.
Right. Right.
What do you think it means to the families?
Well, I mean, last year was a culture shock. It wasn't what I was expecting going into it when I met up with the guys in Baton Rouge last year. The first apartment was East Baton Rouge. Yeah. And I think I was on video last year with you that night. And, like I said, it wasn't what I expected. Like Jesse said earlier, I expected to go talk to some people and, honor the officer that was fallen or that had fallen the year before, and then go to the next department and the next department, and but it was a whole lot more than that. And I met up with you guys today, and that was a stark reminder of last year. When I heard what you said to the officers at Aimbridge, I actually got a little teary-eyed a little bit. And
is there color?
No. I mean,
seriously, is there color?
No, there's no color whatsoever. There's just, I saw the love in those officers. I did when you got done with your speech, and every single one of those officers came up to you and hugged you. There was just, that's all I saw was love. And that's what brought a tear to my eye. It wasn't the speech that you gave, no disrespect, but
No,
but it wasn't the speech you gave. It was the response and the emotions that I could feel from those officers afterwards when they came up to you. It was almost like, when they were standing in front of that trailer, they were all like, oh yeah, we're going to get our picture taken. We're all proud to be here today. And we're all happy that these guys are putting on this memorial for us. But after it was all said and done, their face just dropped. Like when you got done talking to them, their face just dropped and everybody became like super serious. And I was standing right there, right behind you. Well, a few feet away from you. But I was standing there because I like to engage myself. I like to feel the emotions myself. And when I saw their faces just all dropped, when you told them what it meant to be a police officer and that there is no color, we all bleed red, and that's the only color that anybody that we all see.
Well, God only gives us one color.
Absolutely. And man, when I saw that, I was like almost relieved that I wasn't with you guys for so long, like I was last year, because it is high emotions. Anybody that's watching right now, unless you have been with this group and have experienced what they experience, and for this year to be on the road 84 days and going to that many departments, it's not only is traveling a drain on your body and your soul, but having to go through and relive all this with every single family, having to hear the cries from the wives, the kids, seeing the other fellow officers sob in remembrance of their fallen, and you take on some of that burden. And these guys have been on the road for how many, 60 something days now? 65 days now. So that's 65 days of them dealing with multiple departments every day, not just one, but multiple departments.
But we love our survivors.
But they do. They consistently flip the script and spread love and not tears and not fear of the unknown and whatnot. And like I said, today was a stark reminder of that from last year. And it brought a tear to my eye in Ambridge, and then on to Aliquippa. And Aliquippa, kind of is a little close to home. I have a coworker that was ex-police police chief there, and and I'm pretty close to him, and so it was nice to see his department and to see all those officers and meet them and the chief, the chief now, and it's just sad. And there was one thing at Ambridge that I saw was the end of watch date for both of them was one day apart. And then as we were over at Aliquippa, I was kind of just milling around, talking to random people. And then I overheard the news guy kind of rehearsing his story. And I didn't realize this, but they were actually, were falling hours apart from each other. Even though it was on different days, it was within hours. And that's just kind of, and the departments are so close. I mean, they were 2.5 miles away from each other, right over the river.
Yeah,
So
they have a beautiful, beautiful memorial set in place at their department. And let's see, that's one of the memorials. So our first stop was to honor
Jefferson Hills Borough PD Sergeant Dell.
You're gonna kill this.
I'm gonna kill this. I'm sorry. I wasn't there at the first one. I'm sorry, guys.
So at Jefferson Hill, we're honoring Officer Dale Provins. End of watch 6/13/20. And I was blessed with
meeting his beautiful family and getting to know who he was. Our second stop was honoring,
Chief Mark.
thank you.
I'm gonna butcher this. Remutus.
Yep.
Okay. End of watch was 4/12/2020. And they actually had a great reception there. American flag was hanging from two fire ladders over the street, over the main street. And actually, I got there early before you guys did, and they had to kind of correct that a couple times because they were hitting power lines with the ladders.
I wonder why.
Yeah. So, but they did a great job. They closed down the street, and even though it was kind of a small community, they really showed up for this when the end of watch arrived, and it was yeah, I was really super excited to see them come down the street. To tell you the truth, I was really excited. So,
Last stop was
Aliquippa City PD, which was, like I said, 2.5 miles across the river. And this is also a chief and was lost hours after Chief Mark Remittis. This is Chief Robert Sealock, right? Robbie?
Yeah.
And he was lost on 4/11. So the day before Chief Mark.
This is our first stop. This is his daughter.
Okay.
That's his mom.
And that was our
Second stop.
second stop. Yeah, that was the second stop.
That's the memorial. This is a different family.
From Florida, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they had lost a trooper.
Yeah.
Down there, and they are coming all the way up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have been with us for a while.
Have they?
Yeah, different states. But yeah, I want to go back to what Josh said. All of our three beautiful men from this year, from today's stop, we are being sponsored by 1350, and we're going to do the nightcap edition. But combine the years of service, and it will surpass any of us. And there is no explanation of why. There's no explanation of how. There is no explanation of why, what if. The sheepdogs will continue protecting. Undivided. With no reservations. Anthony Bourdain said it best. Borders have no reservations. These beautiful men and women wake up and do their job every single day. And their families don't know if they're coming back home. So while we, all of us, all of you, sit and enjoy this nightcap edition, we should toast.
We should.
Because these beautiful men sacrificed their lives for us. They sacrificed their lives for their communities, their cities, and their states. And at the end of the day, they did it with no reservations. So from 1350, we bless and we honor these three beautiful men. And we acknowledge that they are the sheepdogs that watch over the flock. So, cheers.
Cheers. Can I add
You can.
one thing?
You can. That's why you're here.
So actually, two
2-3.
things. I just want two.
2-3.
So first of all, I don't, any of you that haven't had a chance to look at the trailer up close. Memorial. The first thing that struck me when I first looked at it was kind of weird. I kind of got a little dizzy when I first looked at it. It wasn't because I was dehydrated or anything like that, but it was weird because you're looking at a lot of faces, a lot of heroes that lost their life last year.
Not faces.
Heroes.
They are, but they have a God-given name.
Yes.
All of my loved ones have a God-given name.
Yes, they do. But my point is that when you're looking at it, it's like they're looking back at you, and to see that many, and this is just one side of it. To complete the whole entire ensemble, you got to look at both sides, and to look at that, it's overwhelming at first to take that in, that so many lost their life last year. That was just huge. That was kind of my aha shock moment today. When I first arrived, or when you guys first arrived at that site.
And Josh has been part of our family for a number of years. Josh and I worked in law enforcement a number of years ago. He's in the private sector. Last year, when I said I'm doing the nationwide tour, he immediately jumped up and said, whatever we, meaning he and his beautiful wife, Leslie, can do, they'll do. At the end of the day, it's not about us.
No.
It's about all these beautiful men and women. And we should not forget who they are. They are not a number. They have a God-given name. Even today, the amount of history and years that was shown to us exceeds 100. These men and women don't ask for $100 million to be just given because we made a meal, or $100 million because at the end of the day, they are the sheepdogs. At the end of the day, they're survivors, which are heroes. The survivors are the hero's hero. Don't have them. They don't have them. They don't have them for that meal. They don't have them for
Holidays.
Right. They don't have them for special occasions.
Or first anythings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
because they chose a profession that is very sacred. They chose a profession of honor, integrity, honesty, that we are allowed to be spit on, that we are allowed to be desecrated so that you can sleep at night.
And feel safe.
I love my EOW families. I love them immensely. And I'll do whatever I can. But I have people like Josh that have been part of our family privately and now with this organization. And they do what they can. And his wife, Leslie, that is my sister. And we love you guys. We love you immensely.
Oh, we love you guys. And we love every minute of what you guys do, especially for this organization. We really do. There was a second thing I wanted to touch on while I have the opportunity to, because
It's you, bro.
my time is short. My time is short with you guys. So I cannot, for the life of me, I'm so bad with names, but I'm good with faces. So who was it in Colorado?
Amy and Eddie.
Amy. She just left.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She was a surviving survivor. So I don't know if you're watching tonight, Amy, but I've been watching. And the last night that you were on for the nightcap, I was sitting at my house, and you just your pour of love on this nightcap brought a tear to my eye. I just want to let you know that I was praying for you and your family. I think you're very strong. You're a very strong survivor, and I know you don't know me, but if you're a part of,
Like your brother.
but now I'm your brother, so accept that, and you can always reach out to me if you ever want to talk. So please know that you have more support than just the group that was around you during your ride with the
You're
OW.
saying that we're not enough?
I'm just saying that I'm like a big brother.
Yeah, you are.
I'm like a big brother.
You're pushing yourself.
Well, I'm not. I hate to do that, but I felt like I connected with Amy, even though I never talked to her. I felt like I connected with her.
No, so just push us.
No.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's all twisted around now. But Amy, if you're listening, God bless you and your family. And I appreciate that you dealt with these guys for 30 days or however long you're with them. So anyway, I'm here for you if you ever want to talk.
All right. So before we do the cheer, we
already did the cheer.
We should talk about tomorrow.
We should talk about tomorrow. All right. I know tomorrow already. I don't have to look at anything because this is in my backyard.
Okay.
So for those that you don't know me, I'm originally from Washington State. I moved out to Ohio in 2013. Haven't been back since.
But we've been close.
Yes. Yes. So tomorrow, we are going to head down to Charleston PD in Charleston, West Virginia.
What time?
10:30. 10:30.
Location.
Location 501 Virginia Street East. That's in Charleston.
It's a Sunday.
It is a Sunday.
Okay, so let's come show up before God's day.
Yes.
God will allow a few minutes of being late.
Yes. Yes. And I gotta tell these guys, because I have a lot of meetings in Charleston. Downtown Charleston is pretty cool. And where this department's located, it's right on the river. I believe it's the Ohio River. And right next to the department is this cathedral with a gold dome on it. And you guys will get the luxury of seeing that when we arrive. Yeah, well, you guys, well, I've already had the luxury of seeing it. So many times. Beautiful. It's very beautiful. Anyway, this will be a good stop. And we were going to honor Patrolman Cassie Johnson. End of watch was December 3rd, 2020. And then I'm going to branch off and head back up to Ohio. And these guys are going to keep going on. So where's the next stop after that? Well, I don't know. I don't know where it is because I'm not
Right there.
What is that? What is it?
Beautiful.
That's not beautiful. Okay, Beautiful County Sheriff's Office. That the time for the
Kentucky.
yes, in Jackson, Kentucky, and I'm going to get to that. Okay. Sometimes we don't see eye to eye on things, so.
Well, I can't see shit.
Well, not with your glasses off. So the time of arrival is 3:45 in the afternoon. That's going to be located at 1137 Main Street in Jackson, Kentucky. So please, if anybody lives in Kentucky or near Kentucky, please come down and support these guys. Say hi. Just lend your support. The more love out there, the better it is to show support. And I think that's the only two stops you guys are doing.
We have a long ride.
Yes, you do. You're kind of in that part of the country now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Listen, Josh has been like he said, instrumental. We worked together for a few years
A while. Yeah.
on the road. At the end of the day, family is family. Chain links are created because once a chain link is attached, you are always going to be family. In our chain links, the sheepdogs come first, the shepherds are second. But we have to police ourselves. We have to realize that loved ones are respected and honored. We're humbled by being allowed to do what we do. And we are blessed by being allowed to do what we do. So our blessings to all of you are very specific. Thank you for allowing us. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for sharing us. And at the end of the day, don't allow your loved one not to be remembered forever.
You want to get to some comments at all, or
Yeah, we can do that.
you have to click the thing? 'Cause
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what you're doing here.
Oh,
Eddie Gomez.
Nani Eddie is a survivor.
I knew that because
Yeah.
I've been watching you guys pretty much every night.
Love you, Eddie,
James,
from Georgia.
Georgia.
And so what I
Hi, y'all. I like that.
So I asked everyone to say where they're from, because if anyone wants to take a vacation,
Yeah.
do it.
Yep.
And
And I've been wanting to go to Georgia. I've been wanting to explore Georgia ever since I moved to Ohio.
Yeah.
So I'm coming down there. Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia.
hello, my love. Joel says hearts and prayers.
Good evening, Bonnie.
Yes, the kids are amazing, Jen. They again tonight were wrapping up what they did not finish last night. Who's this?
Amy. Amy. Oh, that's Amy. Okay, yes.
Oh my
Amy.
God!
Good. Like I said, I'm good with faces, not with names. Hi, Amy. We love you.
We love Eddie.
And we love Eddie too. Yep. Even though I haven't met Eddie, but Eddie, we love you.
Oh, Jess is like so proud of you, buddy. Love you so much, kid.
Oh,
How did you get Amy's heart?
he's so innocent.
I don't even want to
He's
talk
so
to him.
innocent.
Don't even want to talk to him. Thank you so much.
This is awesome tonight. I agree.
How is it awesome tonight? From AK,
Alaska. Huh?
Alaska, yeah.
Wow, Chris.
Spokane, Washington.
Andrea. Okay.
Yeah. Idaho.
Oh, I love Idaho. I do. Yes.
Got it.
I wish I could be there with you guys on Monday, but I can't.
You can call and say.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that later.
Listen, our 339 have traveled throughout the journeys. We've been blessed. Josh bought our dinner tonight, which was a blessing. And we had the Delta family jumping in. Billy, thank you so much for taking care of Tracy and showing her the love because of her loss. And thank you in Atlanta for making that happen. But even today, we got water, we got Gatorade.
Oh, yeah.
We're blessed.
Yep.
And Josh, this journey is pretty freaking amazing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's never a dull moment.
No,
No, never a dull moment.
we do what we gotta do.
Yep.
And God bless every one of you. And we love you. I love you. Send the love to the families. It's not about us. It's about the families. And keep them in your thoughts, your prayers. We still have a new day. Their day stopped. So, love you all. See you tomorrow night.
See you guys.